What is up, everyone? I'm Chris, and we're Endless Sauce here. And today, I just want to say a couple things before I pass it on to Carlos, who will talk about the what if today. I just want to say thank y'all very much. We were gone for almost 2 months, but y'all kept supporting us, and it's crazy. We also want to apologize for not posting in a long time because we got really busy and we had like no time to do all this. But I just want to say again, thank y'all so much for the support that y'all been giving us even though we were gone. We are so grateful to y'all. We wouldn't have made it this far without y'all. And the next couple days we're gonna try to release the other specials before anything else so that y'all can get what y'all deserved. I just want to do a quick shout out to my friend Soto for making our thumbnails. His channel will be in the link in the description, so go check him out. It definitely looks way more better than the ones we used to make, so thank you to him. But guys, yet again, we just can't thank y'all enough for everything. So we really hope y'all will enjoy these next couple specials, and hopefully, we can keep growing. We can make more content later on. Another thing, guys, before we go back into it, we do plan to maybe branch out of just anime content and might do other ones in the future, like the MCU, maybe DC. We're not sure yet. We want to think about like y'all's ideas of what if we did that. But yet again, guys, thank y'all so much. I'll stop rambling and I'll just pass it on to Carlos. So yeah, peace.
Thanks, Chris. I hope the audience is happy to know that I'll be narrating the whole story with my $2 mic and monotone voice. Now, I don't want to talk a lot about stuff that is in the what if, but I would still like to thank all of y'all for making it possible for us to reach 900 subscribers, and I would like to apologize for this long overdue subscriber special that isn't even for 900 subscribers. Also, from now on, we will state exactly how powerful Goku will be in these universes that we'll be sending him to. So it clears up some confusion for some people that ask why isn't Goku obliterating this entire universe with ease. So, for this what if, Goku will be as strong as a Kijin, specifically Benimaru. Now with that being said, let's begin part 6 of the what if special, What If Goku Traveled to That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime Universe. Goku has arrived back at Beerus' world and tells Whis about his experience in the Demon Slayer universe, and how it had some scary and gross things, like demons eating humans, and he also talked about how the demons had some weird powers. He keeps telling Whis all about the universe, and after that, they eat, since Goku didn't get to eat as much food as he wanted, and he's extremely hungry. Time passes, and Goku is now ready to head to the next universe, but before he decides on which one, Whis gives Goku the ability to turn into a Super Saiyan. See, Whis had taken Goku's ability to transform into one of his many Super Saiyan transformations, since Whis thought it would have made Goku way too strong when traveling to the other universes, so he had taken his ability to transform. Whis also has chosen the next universe Goku would head to, and he also states that this universe will be much stronger than the previous universe Goku had gone to, that being the Demon Slayer universe. When hearing that this next universe will be much stronger, Goku gets really excited, and without hesitation, he goes into the next universe, not even giving Whis a chance to at least try to explain what exactly this universe will await him. But to be honest, Whis kinda gave up on trying to explain it to Goku a long time ago. Goku is teleported into a forest and looks around for a moment before deciding to explore, and eventually, he comes across Rigor, Gapta, and the rest of the Hobgoblins, as well as their Tempest Wolves, who are currently hunting for animals. They question Goku who he is, and for him to state his business. Goku introduces himself and says that he's just exploring and looking for strong people he can fight. Gapta blurs out that Rimuru is pretty strong and that she could probably beat Goku. Hearing this, Goku is pretty excited and asks if he can meet her. Rigor isn't sure about Goku and he still doesn't trust him, so he denies the idea of Goku meeting her. But Goku keeps pushing, not backing down, since he's ready to battle any strong opponents. The goblins aren't able to make Goku leave, as he keeps asking if he can meet Rimuru. In this situation with Goku, Ranga decides to notify Rimuru about all of this, which at the moment, Rimuru is in a cave, testing out her new abilities he acquired from when he absorbed Ifrit and gained all of his abilities. Rimuru arrives and asks what's going on. Rigor explains to Rimuru how Goku wishes to battle her, and he doesn't seem to be taking no for an answer. Rimuru goes up to Goku and introduces himself. Goku introduces himself as well and asks one more time if he can fight Rimuru. Rimuru agrees, thinking that Goku doesn't seem to have any intentions of killing her, and it looks like he just wants a friendly match. Plus, Rimuru is looking forward to testing out her new abilities that she acquired. Rimuru tells Goku to follow him, and they arrive at another part of the forest, where they can go all out. Rimuru decides to keep his mask on for this battle, wanting to test out Goku's strength first. Goku's excited and begins their fight as he charges at Rimuru, landing a powerful blow, but Rimuru manages to block it. Goku doesn't fall back and keeps landing powerful blows, sending Rimuru flying back. Goku stops attacking and tells Rimuru to stop holding back, as he can sense an even greater power within him. Rimuru says the same thing that Goku's also holding back, as he can also sense an even greater power within Goku. Rimuru also notes that Goku reminds him of a character he read in a manga once, and thinks that he might have some sort of great power-up that could probably match his full strength. Goku uses the Kaioken, and Rimuru uses her skilled body armor, and they begin to fight again. With every blow they land, it leaves a shockwave that shakes the trees around them. The fight goes on for a while, and Goku still thinks that Rimuru is holding back, and Rimuru thinks the same. They both agree to go all out, as Goku begins to power up, ready to turn into a Super Saiyan, and Rimuru is about to remove her mask that suppresses her power. But before they do, Rimuru gets called by Ranga, and his tone of voice indicates a request for aid. Rimuru tells Goku that her friends might be in danger, and says that she needs to go. Goku says he'll follow too, to help out in any way he can. They both arrive to see most of the hobgoblins on the floor, alongside the Tempest Wolves. Rimuru goes to Gapta and heals him, then asks Rigger what happened here. Rigger explains that the ones that attacked them are ogres, and that the pink-haired one put the others to sleep. Rimuru heals Rigger and tells both him and Gapta to get back, as she will handle the ogres. Goku says he'll help Rimuru, as well as Ranga, and Rimuru tells Ranga to handle the pink-haired ogre, and Goku to handle the blue-haired and the giant ogre, and she says to not kill them. Rimuru will handle the red-haired ogre, the old one, and the purple-haired one. The red-haired ogre begins to charge towards Rimuru, but Rimuru dodges his attacks. Rimuru tries to talk to the ogre and asks why they're attacking them. The ogre states that the mask Rimuru is wearing resembles the ones that the people who attacked and destroyed their village used, as he calls Rimuru a Majin, accusing her of destroying his village. Rimuru doesn't know what he's talking about, and tries to explain that he isn't the one who destroyed his village, and that the mask he's wearing is just a keepsake from a friend. The ogre doesn't believe Rimuru, and continues to attack alongside the purple-haired ogre and the old one. The giant ogre and the blue-haired ogre charge at Goku, but Goku dodges their attacks. Goku then lands a punch on both of them, breaking their armor and sending them flying back. Rimuru then gets attacked by the purple-haired ogre, but he dodges her attacks and defeats her using his threat skill. The old ogre charges at Rimuru and manages to catch her off guard and slices off her hand, but she regenerates it really quickly. The red-haired ogre gets ready to attack as he sends a flame attack towards Rimuru and engulfs her in flames, but since Rimuru is immune to fire, he's completely fine. Rimuru then says that he will show his true power as he removes his mask and uses his skill, Black Flame. Rimuru demonstrates his power, and Goku is amazed by it, and is eager to continue his fight with Rimuru after this. The ogres realize that they're no match for him. However, they say that they'll keep fighting to the end, refusing to back down, but the pink-haired ogre stands in front of them, saying that Rimuru might not be their enemy, as she explains that there were multiple monsters who attacked their village, and it wouldn't make sense that Rimuru would gather all those forces to attack them, when he could have done it on his own. The red ogre backs down, and Rimuru goes up to them, explaining once more that he wasn't the one who attacked their village, and that he's just a slime, as he shows them his slime form. They're all surprised that a slime is that powerful, and Goku's surprised as well, as he didn't know Rimuru had this form. Rimuru then shows the ogres the mask that he has, to see if it is actually similar to the ones that the people who attacked their village used. The ogres say it isn't, and they apologize for attacking them. Rimuru accepts their apology, and invites the ogres back to his village, to have a feast, and Goku gets excited for the food. The feast has started, and Rimuru gets to taste food for the first time since now he has taste buds with his human form. Meanwhile, Goku is having a feast, eating lots of food. The red ogre is having a conversation with Kaijin, Rigger, explaining how his village was attacked by orcs, who were wearing armor and had weapons. They're all shocked upon hearing this, as they wouldn't think orcs would even try to attack a village of ogres, or how they had weapons or armor. Rimuru goes up to them and asks the red ogre what his next plan is. The ogre states that they'll go back to get revenge on the orcs. Rimuru asks if they know where they are, but the ogre doesn't know, so Rimuru gives them an offer to join him and become his subordinates. The ogre isn't sure, since that could get Rimuru's village in danger from the orcs. but Rimuru insists on them joining, saying it'll be fine, as they say that even if they don't join, that won't stop the possibility that the orcs are going to attack their village. He also says that joining would only benefit his village in the end. The ogre says that he'll give it some thought. The next day, the ogres decide to join Rimuru to fight off the orcs. Rimuru decides to give them all a name, but once he does, he falls asleep from using too many magicules. Time passes, and Rimuru wakes up and sees a bunch of new faces as he remembers that before he went to sleep, he named the ogres and asked if the people standing in front of him are the ogres. The red ogre says yes, but they are no longer ogres since upon naming them, they evolved into Kijins, as Benimaru and the rest of the Kijin introduce themselves. Goku goes up to them and asks who they are, and they explain what happened and introduce themselves. Goku then says that they've gotten stronger and asks if he can fight them, and Shion is interested and wants to fight. They get ready to fight as Rimuru and the rest of the Kijin watch. They begin to fight, and since Goku is as strong as a Kijin, they're equally matched. Goku does end up winning as he got more serious as the fight went on and overpowered Shion. Somewhere else, far from the village, is an army of orcs with numbers around 100,000, and they seem to be headed close to an area ruled by the Lizardmen, called Lake Sis. Some Lizardmen, who were scouting the area where the orcs were passing, go back to their base and warn their leader. The leader is surprised and calls Gabiru to go to the Tempest village to get help from Rimuru. This whole conversation they have goes the same as it went in the anime, and Gabiru, alongside with other Lizardmen, head to the nearby goblin villages. Back at the village, Goku is hungry and asks Rimuru if there's any food. Rimuru responds saying that Shion prepared a meal for him, and tells Goku that he can join them if he likes. Goku happily joins them, and Shion brings out their meals. They both take a look at what Shion had made, and wonder if it's even edible. Rimuru asks Goku if he would like to try it first. Goku says sure, and tries it. Then dies. Back to the Lizardmen. Gabiru and the others have arrived at Rimuru's village, and their conversation goes as it went in the anime. Goku arrives, and he's fine from eating Shion's cooking. He managed to gain a resistance to poison after eating Shion's cooking. Goku sees Gabiru and the other Lizardmen, and he wonders what's going on. Gabiru says he'll recruit the goblins and wolves as he claims to be a powerful warrior. Goku goes up to Gabiru, asking if he's strong, and of course, Gabiru answers, saying that he's extremely powerful. Goku asks Gabiru if he can fight him, and Gabiru looks at Goku, thinking that he doesn't look that powerful, and agrees to fight him, and if Gabiru wins, Goku would have to follow him as his new leader. Goku gets excited upon hearing that Gabiru is strong as they get ready to fight. Rimuru is actually excited, knowing that Goku is much stronger than what Gabiru thinks. The fight between Goku and Gabiru begins, and if you want to know how this fight would go, here's an example.
Oh no! So that's just not fair!
TLDR, Goku wins with one punch, completely humiliating Gabiru, and the Lizardmen pick up Gabiru and run away. Time passes, and an army of about 200,000 orcs are getting closer and closer to the village. Soe, who was scouting the orcs, reports back to Rimuru and lets everyone know about the situation of the orcs. Things go as per normal. They also end up meeting the Dryad, Trainee, and their conversation goes the same. They also go on to try to form an alliance with the Lizardmen. Speaking of Lizardmen, Gabiru wakes up after his battle with Goku, and things there go as usual with him being praised by his fellow Lizardmen, and meeting Laplas, who provokes Gabiru to imprison his father. At the Lizardmen base, Soe speaks with the leader of the Lizardmen, and they form an alliance. However, days after this, Gabiru takes over as the new leader of the Lizardmen. Back to Rimuru, he, Goku, and many others are headed to the marshlands to complete the alliance with the Lizardmen. But Soe spots that the chieftain's daughter, who is fighting a high-ranking orc. Soe helps her out and kills the orcs, leaving none for Goku to fight, which leaves him disappointed. Rimuru heals the chieftain's daughter's injuries, and they form an alliance right then and there. Rimuru also tells Soe to use shadow movement and go to rescue the chieftain. At the marshlands, the Lizardmen are engaging in a battle with the orcs. This fight will play out the same, with the Lizardmen being led by Gabiru and thinking they're winning, only to be overpowered by the orcs when they eat their fallen comrades, gaining their strength, and Gabiru goes up against an orc general. While this is happening, Gyomira and Laplas are watching Gabiru go against the orc general, but they are confronted by the trainee as she begins to fight them, but they manage to escape. Back to Gabiru, his fight with the orc general is the same, with him throwing everything he's got. However, his strength doesn't even come close to the power that the orc general has, and when it seems that Gabiru might be killed, Gapta, Ranga, and the rest of the goblin riders arrive, protecting the Lizardmen and the rest of the goblins that are there. After that, huge explosions appear, taking out a huge number of orcs as Shion, Hakuro, and Benimaru arrive as they take out more of the orcs. The orcs will not back down, and the orc general begins to charge at Ranga, but uses his skill Death Storm, creating multiple tornadoes, taking out the orc general alongside more orcs, as Ranga evolves into a Tempest Starwolf. Goku doesn't want to be left out of any of this action, and heads down in the middle of thousands of orcs. The orcs all charge at Goku from different directions, ready to kill him, but Goku makes quick work of them, as he kills thousands of orcs in a second, using merely his energy. Rimuru, as well as the Kijin, goblins, and Lizardmen are all in shock with Goku's power. Meanwhile, at the Lizardmen base, Soe takes care of the orcs that are there, and rescues the chieftain, along with the rest of the Lizardmen that were being held as prisoners. However, a giant orc appears, ready to kill Soe, but then again, he's Soe, so he kills the orc with ease, using his threads. Back to Rimuru, as he's in the sky, he locates the Orc Lord, and prepares to head towards him. But then Gelmude appears, as he's pissed off by his plan not working, and sends an attack towards the Lizardmen that'll kill them. And it seems like it hit, causing a huge explosion, but then the smoke clears, revealing Goku as he protected the Lizardmen. Goku begins to walk towards Gelmude, as Gelmude keeps sending a barrage of attacks, but they all have no effect on Goku, and Goku gets close enough to punch Gelmude right in the stomach. Gelmude keeps trying to attack Goku, but Goku just keeps punching Gelmude. Gelmude tries to negotiate with Goku, telling him that they can't work together, but Goku just kicks Gelmude down. Gelmude turns towards the Orc Lord, and tells him to kill Goku, but the Orc Lord is hungry. The Orc Lord begins to walk forward, and Gelmude thinks that he's finally going to attack, and begins to laugh and mock Goku, as he says that they're all going to die. But then, his head is decapitated by the Orc Lord, as he begins to eat Gelmude. By eating Gelmude, Geld has evolved into a demon lord known as the Orc Disaster. The four Kijin, Shion, Hakuro, Soe, and Benimaru all charge at Geld, but they are no match as Geld just regenerates after their attacks, and eats the other orcs to gain their strength. Goku steps up against Geld, going into Kaioken and throwing a barrage of punches and kicks at him, but they don't work. He goes into Kaioken times 2, then 3, but it still seems to be ineffective, only chipping away at Geld, and with his regenerative powers, it's no use. Goku stops using Kaioken and begins to power up. The ground starts shaking as Goku begins to glow yellow, and then he turns into a Super Saiyan, gaining an immense power boost, and everyone thinks that Goku might be able to defeat Geld. Goku begins to charge up a Kamehameha wave, gathering all of his strength into that one blast as he's starting to get tired. Goku plans to end this battle here and now as he fires his blast towards Geld, landing a clear hit. Everyone wonders if Geld has been defeated, but the smoke clears up to reveal Geld, as he looks like Cell after Gohan fired his Kamehameha wave at him. But with incredible speed, Geld regenerates his body and eats more of his fellow orcs, gaining their strength. Goku powers down as he's run out of energy and is starting to get hungry. Rimuru walks up to Goku, saying that he will handle this. Rimuru approaches Geld and activates Great Sage and manages to get close to Geld, and finally, using a flame skill, completely engulfing Geld in flames. However, it has no effect since Geld has a fire resistance skill. Geld laughs as he says that he's going to eat Rimuru, but Rimuru stops using Great Sage and says that he will eat Geld instead, as Rimuru starts going into his slime form. Rimuru wraps himself onto Geld and begins to devour him using his Predator skill. Geld thrashes around, trying to get Rimuru off of him, but it doesn't work, and Rimuru wraps himself around Geld completely. Rimuru has the same conversation with Geld as he's devouring him, and says that he'll devour his sins, as Geld thanks him, then dies. Rimuru goes back to his human form, as they win the battle, and they all celebrate. Goku wants to join them in celebrating as well, and finally, finish this battle with Rimuru. Unfortunately, his time is up, and Whis brings him back to his universe. Well everyone, that's the end of this part of the What If special, What If Goku traveled to different universes. We know that this part is really long overdue, and we apologize for that. We've been really busy with other things, and we didn't get a chance to work more on the channel. But we are trying to get back to the original schedule, and we are trying to improve more on the channel, more with the presentation, like improving the thumbnails. As you can see, that the thumbnail for this video in particular is much different than our Google Slides thumbnail. Thanks to Sasoto, who made this thumbnail for us. Link to his channel will be in the description, and consider checking him out. We also want to improve on the presentation of the video itself, since personally, I do not like the videos to just be a still image the whole time as we're talking. I much prefer to have a clip that has movement, which is why we added and will continue to add clips to the videos. But that's basically what's going to be happening with the channel from now on. And again, thank you all for making it possible for us to reach 900 subscribers. And yeah, on YouTube, that amount of subscribers may not be that crazy, but that's over 900 individual people who like to watch the videos that we make, and that's what's crazy about all of this to us. But hey, if you like what we make, then we'll continue to keep making it. We're also going to expand on different things that aren't just anime, but for the most part, we'll stick to anime content. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Carlos from Amulet Sauce. We hope that you liked the video, and let us know what you thought about it. That's all I have to say. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.